Speaking now that we've gone political, I want to bring up our friend Trevor Noah.
All right.
So the other day, you might have seen me on Twitter. I briefly mentioned this. I don't give a fuck about this issue. I don't care that states lost or gained seats based on the census. I have no opinion. I thought that's how we've always done it, right? I don't know. I don't give a fuck that it sparked debate with Ted Cruz and all that shit. The only thing I care about is the fact that this is what The Daily Show is now. And we bash SNL all the time, so it's not fair to completely ignore The Daily Show. This is in the middle of what is being called a humorous rant by Trevor Noah.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So his analogy, he's saying, they only missed by 84 people in California. Why did they lose a seat? They only were 84 people short of not losing a seat, I guess. And he was ranting and raving about that because that's a very interesting subject.
Because everyone's
so you should do
fucking
40
moving out. No one wants to live
I just thought
there.
that's how it was. People are leaving the state. It doesn't matter if it's one. You got to set a limit somewhere, right?
It's going to be real sad when they turn Texas into California.
Well, we'll see.
It's our last bastion.
But my point is that Trevor Noah was all fired up about this, and I need someone to explain this to me because maybe it's highbrow comedy that's just out of my league. I just don't get it. So let's see.
If that's the case, I'll explain it to you.
Please, thank you.
You're telling me if just 89 more New Yorkers had filled out their census, the state wouldn't have lost a House seat? 89. I mean, that's basically nothing. You know what this reminds me of?
It's 89.
It reminds me of that kid at the carnival who realizes that if only they'd worn 2 pairs of socks, he would have been tall enough to get on the ride. But
This
he
is
didn't.
The Daily Show.
So then he gets mad. He cuts the power to the Ferris wheel. But that backfires because his crush is up there and she gets scared and that just drives her into Timothy's arms. Whatever. I'm taller than him now. So look, this is really unfortunate.
You know that kid at the carnival.
It means that one of its...
We'll rewind that because I need to hear it again because I need to go bit by bit of what the fuck he's talking about.
It reminds me of that kid at the carnival.
First of all, hold on, Jesus.
It reminds me of that...
Let's have some... Hey, easy, Trevor. I'm talking.
He's mad at you.
He's very passionate about this. So that kid at the carnival that wears 2 pairs of socks so you can get a little bit taller. First of all, does that even exist?
I don't think that would work because, there's tops on the shoes to keep everything where it is.
Is that a common enough occurrence that even that could be part of this analogy? Because I don't know that kid. Like, you all know that kid.
Why wouldn't he say tiptoes? Literally could have been way more relatable.
Right, exactly. 2 pairs of socks. What's that going to do?
In the middle of July
how
when you're
thin a pair of socks is, Trevor?
When you want to wear 2 pairs of socks in the middle of July?
Not put lifts in your shoes. You wear a second pair of Under Armour socks.
Everyone does the
which
fucking
will give you
toe lift.
Maybe a 1/10 of a millimeter. All right, so you're at the carnival, and of course you're next to this kid, who is apparently exactly like... Now, is the kid the census, or is the kid New York?
The kid is...
The kid's New York, right?
I think the kid's New York, and... By the way, this is to get on a Ferris wheel, it sounds like.
Yeah, which I don't know how tall you need to be for that.
Nothing. You can just go on one.
Yeah, babies are on Ferris wheels, right?
Babies go on Ferris wheels all the time.
All right, so the kid, I believe, is New York, and he needs... Now, this is exactly like the census, because the census was 89 people short of whatever fucking limits they have. I don't know. And this kid is too short to ride the roller. So I'm okay. I can get behind that.
89 people short, AKA one more piece.
One sock.
One sock.
That's what I said when they scheduled the Wilbur show. I was like, how many socks is that? How many socks does that hold?
Socks. That's 2,400 socks.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. 1,200 people, 2,400 socks.
So this boy's one sock shy of a Ferris wheel.
Yeah, so,
you know that old adage.
So the census is the kid. No.
Yes.
New York is the kid. The census is the Ferris wheel. The girl getting scared and going to another guy has nothing to do with anything.
She's 89 people.
Running away.
Or she's Ted Cruz, maybe.
No, she's running to Ted Cruz's arms. The 89 people are running to Texas. I think we're doing it.
Yeah, there you go. So all right, let's listen. Now that we've figured out this very thorough analogy, this very good analogy.
Let's see.
That holds up. Now let's see if we can understand it a little better.
Reminds me of? It reminds me of that kid at the carnival who realizes that if only they'd worn 2 pairs of socks, he would have been tall enough to get on the ride. But he didn't. So then he gets mad. He cuts the power to the Ferris wheel, but that backfires because his crush is up there and she gets scared and that just drives her into Timothy's arms. So, whatever.
Timothy...
I think we did it.
Timothy is Texas, right?
I thought Timothy... Yes.
Where does the backfiring is losing the congressional seat.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, because she gets up out of her seat and runs to Timothy, a.k.a. Texas.
Okay, now I think we've got it.
We're rolling here.
Now let's go back because I want to make sure, you know that famous expression when a kid, he goes up to that measuring thing that they have, the angle there. Mm-hmm. He walks up to it and he goes, "Damn, I'm 1 sock shy." And that's made it its way into popular culture. So, of course, you're going to use it on a comedy program.
He should have watched sketches.
That 1 sock shy adage.
I've never heard that in my fucking life.
That's what I love. He's like that kid. We all know. We all know that. Oh, he's crying again because he's 1 sock short of a Ferris wheel.
You're that guy, you call him often geek.
He's one. Okay, this is like that kid. I'm also trying to think of how this is. Okay, let's play. I want to know why this is a bad thing. Like the kid was 1 sock shy. So essentially you're saying the kid is wrong, right?
You know the parents whose kids' genetics suck? That guy?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Parents' genetics. No, I can't think of anyone like that. I was blessed with all these great genes. So I can't possibly relate.
Yeah, but you have enough socks.
I got plenty of socks.
There you go.
I can get up to 6 feet with all my socks.
You can ride the Ferris wheel.
So I want to know where the cutting the power cord comes in.
That's the part.
Is that the census?
The census. No, the census is.
Is it the law that says you lose a congressional seat? The census is the law.
No, New York's fucking shit up. The kid who's too short is the one who cuts the power supply. So New York's fucking up the census. Census being the Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel driving people out of here. You know what? Let's go back a little further because I want to hear exactly how he sets up because he says, this is exactly like that. So we should be, obviously we're the idiots here. We should be getting this. Yeah, we're stupid. Because these 2 scenarios, New York losing a congressional seat because their population has reduced over the last 4 years or 10 years. That's exactly like this analogy. You know the kid. So we're going to listen again and try and get to the bottom of this. You know the kid at the carnival who bit into the candy apple and ripped all his fillings out? It's exactly like that. That guy. You're telling me if just 89 more New Yorkers had filled out their census, the state wouldn't have lost a House seat? Pause. 89. Okay. So 89 New Yorkers fill out their census. Now you can all imagine, I think the first image that comes to mind is Ferris wheel. Obviously, these 89 people are at a carnival. That much we know. Yeah. That much we are sure of, it's clear. So 89 people they leave New York and go to a carnival. And one of the kids has a temper tantrum because he's 1 sock shy. Right? Yeah. Which means maybe his number 2 pencil snapped. He couldn't fill out the census. Okay, so go back because I know this may get tedious for you listeners, but I just want to know this. I want you to know this is exactly what I did on Thursday when I saw this clip. Alba, can you make any sense of this? This is a snippet of what I did. I listened to this, at least 50 times. Yeah, you just go, Alba, do Albanians wear 2 pairs of socks to the carnival? I got my cousin, my little 4-year-old cousin over. I'm like, you've been to a carnival, I'm assuming. Once. Carnivals are so often gone to by everyone that we know exactly what he's talking about. Yeah, they're very relevant in this day. And carnivals are a big hit now, especially in New York. You maybe go to one a year. maybe.
Yeah, Manhattan, where Trevor Noah lives, they're very familiar with carnivals there.
I go to the Freiburg Fair up in Maine.
Actually, I think Trevor Noah has a house in California that's like $24 million or something.
How the fuck does he still?
You know what? I'd love to hear what Trevor Noah thinks of Elon Musk hosting SNL. I'm sure it's right in line with a man who has a house worth $24 million.
I do want to know what Jon Stewart thinks of what's happened to the show.
I don't think he cares. I would bet he does not care. I would bet he would say it's fine. Oh, Trevor's great. I would bet he's never watched it and just says Trevor's doing a great job. Oh, that would be my assumption.
For sure that's what he says, but I want to know what he thinks watching this clip.
Well, let's go back and find out.
89. I mean, that's basically nothing. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that kid at the carnival who realizes that if only they'd worn 2 pairs of socks, he would have been tall enough to get on the ride. But he didn't. So then he gets mad. He cuts the...
Okay, wait. Now there's something interesting there. He didn't wear the 2 pairs of socks. What didn't New York do?
They didn't fill out the census.
Oh, okay. So... This is 89 people.
This is our This is our tryout, by the way, for the case season 2.
We're spending as much time on this as they are. I've got charts and graphs. We can't even figure out who the kid is.
Look how tall Trevor
kid is New York.
Trevor Noah's hair's got really tall.
I think the kid is the government.
No. The census is the drunk guy who runs the ride.
So, it's just now. What bothers me is these 2 scenarios are exactly alike, and one I understand, so I should be getting the second scenario. So, New York loses a congressional seat because they were 89 people shy of whatever number they had to reach to keep it the way it was. Right? That one I have right so far.
Yes.
So that's exactly like... Well, now, we haven't even gotten to where it gets funny. We'll get to that. That's episode 4.
This has been hilarious.
That's episode 4 of whatever we're calling our case. So we're just on the sheer analogy, the crux of the analogy. Let's play it again.
From the top?
Because I think we're getting there. The kid... It's exactly like... I just don't know where the census gets angry. Oh, the government. Okay.
No, the government's the drunk guy running the ride.
No.
He's in control.
Off.
He's in control.
You're way off. The government is the kid.
No, the kid.
Yes, I figured it out.
The government is New York.
The kid because the kid gets angry.
Yeah, the kid's New York because he forgot to put the census on his feet. Socks are the census on his feet.
The socks are the 89 people.
No, the socks are the census piece of paper that you were supposed to mail in, and he just fucking forgot it.
Okay.
And
okay.
Government.
All right.
Government is the drunk carny running the ride. In control.
No, I think the government is still the kid.
I don't even know anymore.
All right, let's start over. We're going to figure this out.
State wouldn't have lost a House seat? 89. I mean, that's basically nothing. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that kid at the carnival.
You're right.
Who realizes that if only they'd worn 2 pairs of socks, he would have been tall enough to get on the ride.
Okay, so there you go.
So then
if the government, this kid, had made more people wear socks, the census, then they would be tall enough to ride the ride, which is the United States Congress.
I'm more confused now than I was at the beginning.
Or the House of Representatives, or whatever this is.
I'm still putting all my money on that the kid is New York. And the socks are the census.
No, my friend. That's where you're a fool.
I'm fucking confused.
New York is the meter stick that measures the kid.
Ah, the measuring stick, yeah.
All right, so let's go back. I think we figured it out. So now we find out where this analogy gets funny and relatable. We know who the kid is. We know who the Ferris wheel is. We got all that.
Government is the meter stick. It's the regulation.
Yeah, I don't know.
Government is regulation.
No, the law is the meter stick.
So those are the police.
Wherever this 89 people is, that's the meter stick.
People are attacking the meter stick because it's got a badge.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, the meter stick is racist.
Would it be funny if people just started fucking... goddamn Trevor Noah.
How many people have we lost during this?
They've actually gotten more.
Oh, really? America's... Open your eyes, America.
Oh, shout out Chef Lewis. Mike went to the county fair looking to fight people.
I did. That's where I got arrested.
Yeah, I know that.
At the East Long Meadow Carnival.
He's proving that he listens.
I was the kid.
Oh, fuck.
My buddy Eric was the meter stick.
Oh, my brain's exploding.
Okay, so I think we've got the crux of the analogy.
I think we're more confused now than when we started.
I don't think so. I'm in lockstep with Trevor on this one. It's exactly like now I get it. So New York was 89 censuses. If they filled out 89 more censuses, they would keep that.
New York is the Sox.
No. Let's not do this again. We're going with mine, which is this situation, New York being 89 people short of filling out the census to keep their seat. That is exactly like this kid going to the carnival and realizing that he's one sock short of a Ferris wheel. Trevor, take it away, please.
God damn it.
Unbelievable. You're telling me if just 89 more New Yorkers had filled out their census, the state wouldn't have lost a House seat? 89. I mean, that's basically nothing. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that kid at the carnival who realizes that if only they'd worn 2 pairs of socks, he would have been tall enough to get on the ride. But he didn't. So then he gets mad. He cuts the power to the Ferris wheel, but that backfires because his crush is up there and she gets scared and that just drives her into Timothy's arms.
Okay.
Whatever.
Who is the crush?
The crush is the New York citizen. Fuck! No. Yes.
No way.
Yes,
no way.
New Yorkers are fleeing.
You're right.
Fuck.
No, wait, I'm sorry. The crush is the seat that they're losing.
We're going to get the thank you for applying, but we're not needing your services from the case.
Look at the work these boys put in.
Don't you guys remember my my Smitty take earlier? That was pretty good.
You know what I would love is to see the writer's room of the Daily Show, and it's exactly like this. They're like, no. The crush.
The crush is the woman on the cruise ship that forgot her sunscreen.
Okay, now I take that. Wipe your mind of all of that, and just tell me when it gets funny, or tell me what the joke is. At least it doesn't have to be funny. Non-funny jokes come from the same place, as we say. Let's
see. You missed it. He compared government to a carnival ride.
Right. Okay. So
pretty funny.
I'll listen for that this time.
Oh, am I starting over again?
Oh, you're starting over, baby.
Okay. I'm sick of his voice already.
I mean, that's basically nothing. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that kid at the carnival who realizes that if only they'd worn 2 pairs of socks, he would have been tall enough to get on the ride. But he didn't. So then he gets mad. He cuts the power to the Ferris wheel, but that backfires because his crush is up there and she gets scared and that just drives her into Timothy's arms. But whatever. I'm taller than him now. So look, this is really unfortunate for you.
Okay, I get it now.
It means that
that was very funny. Yep, now I get it. That's highbrow comedy. That's funny stuff. I got it.
I feel like I need to start drinking wine. This was so highbrow.
It was just we were too dumb to understand it.
Very much so.
I think it all now that we got it, I think it makes a lot of good sense.
Wow, what a beautiful world.